Hello, I'm Larissa Frayne of AHS-TV, and today we'll take a look at spring sports here at AHS, as well as a voter registration that was sponsored by the AP Government class. First up, our own Isabella Aires takes a look at spring sports. Take it away, Bella.
Hello, I'm Isabella Aires of AHS-TV, and in this segment of Best of the Nest, we will take a look at spring sports and how they're viewed from student-athletes' perspectives. We will be talking with Nathan Rosenberger and Abby Bauer to get a hawk's-eye view, but first, let's take a closer look at some students here at AHS that participate in spring sports. Take it away, Larissa.
Hello, I'm Larissa Frayne of AHS-TV, and today we'll be taking a closer look at spring sports. We took to the halls of AHS to see what some athletes had to say on the matter. What's your name?
Nick Kinter.
What sport do you play, Nick?
Baseball.
How do you feel about playing baseball?
I think it's real fun. I enjoy doing it.
What's your favorite part about playing baseball?
I don't know. I just like the game itself and spend time with my friends and whatnot.
What's your name and what sport do you play?
Gabby Bennett, track and field.
How long have you done track?
3 years.
And how has that impacted your life?
It brought me a lot of new friends, and it kept me healthy for a long time.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
What's your name?
Kate Stiller.
What sport do you play, Kate Stiller?
I do track and field, and I throw shot put and discus.
Wow, how long have you done that?
For about 3 weeks now.
Oh, how has that impacted your life?
I've actually made a lot of new friends, so it's been fun.
Thank you. Today I'm here with
Chase Jablonski.
Now, Chase, what spring sport do you play?
I play baseball.
How do you feel about playing baseball?
Well, I feel pretty good about playing baseball because it's fun. It's probably my favorite sport.
That's nice. And what's your favorite part about playing baseball?
Probably being around my buddies, bus rides, We kind of goof off at practice a little bit, but, I'd say we're a pretty good team.
All right, thank you. I'm here with
Coach Paul from the girls softball team.
What's your favorite part about coaching?
I enjoy like seeing the young student athletes compete at a high level, have fun at a sport, something they practice with all the time. And we've had a lot of success last 3 or 4 years with the softball. So it's they enjoy it, and they enjoy winning, and they enjoy competing.
Oh, thank you. Today I'm here with
Sam Dosh.
What sport do you play, Sam?
Volleyball.
Oh, that's nice. How do you feel about playing volleyball?
Good.
That's nice. And what's your favorite part about playing volleyball?
Having fun with my friends.
Thank you. Today I'm here with
Mr. Landstrom.
What do you coach?
I coach the varsity track and field team with Mr. Caliper.
That's awesome. What do you like about coaching?
I like getting to see a different side of the students that you don't always get to see in the classroom. It's nice to be able to, inspire them to, try their best and do as well as they can out on the track and in the field.
Thank you. Today I'm here with
Shelby Cloak.
Shelby, what sport do you play?
Softball.
How long have you played softball for?
About 12 years.
Wow. How has that impacted your life?
It has taught me to always work hard for everything, and it helped me create a lot of great bonds.
Thank you. I'm here with
Sam Jacobs.
Now, Sam, what sport do you play?
I play volleyball.
Oh, that's nice. How do you feel about playing volleyball?
I feel really good. It's a really fun sport. Play with my friends, and we're having a pretty good season so far.
What's your favorite part about playing volleyball?
Being with my friends, honestly, is one of the better parts, and I really think that it's really fun, and you're playing, it's really active, and I like that part.
Thank you. Well, there you have it, folks. Straight from the Hawks Beak. Back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Larissa. For those of you just joining us, I'm Isabella Aires of AHS-TV, and I'm joined by Nathan Rosenberger and Abby Bauer to talk about spring sports. So starting with you, Nathan, what sport do you play and/or sports, and how long have you played them?
Yeah, I've played a few sports. In elementary school, I played basketball and baseball, and I played golf too, but my main sport is volleyball in the spring.
So golf is fall, right?
Yep,
That's
it is.
fun. Okay, and Abby, what about you?
I play softball and golf.
Golf? Nice. Do you guys both play for the school team?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Are you planning on playing your sport in college?
I am not, but I might play in some sort of club or travel team through the school.
Nice. What about you, Abby?
Yeah, I plan on playing for St. Vincent.
Are you committed?
Mhm.
Nice. So how is your season going so far? I know it's not really started that much, but
We've had a few scrimmages and a few games. We haven't had any section games yet, so we can't tell you the record for that. But throughout our scrimmages and games that we have played, and one tournament that we had last weekend, we've been playing pretty well together. The team chemistry is definitely there this year, more so than other years. And I think we're looking at a pretty good season this year.
Do you guys practice a lot?
Yeah, we do. We have practices every day that we don't have a game throughout the week, Monday to Saturday.
All right. Abby, how is your season going so far?
It's going really good. We have played three games, and we've won all three. Like, two were scrimmages, of course, but we had our first exhibition game yesterday, and it went really good.
How often do you guys practice?
Monday to Saturday.
That's busy.
Yeah.
So what position do you play in your sport?
I'm an outside hitter. My freshman and sophomore year, I played middle hitter, but I went to outside hitter for junior and senior year.
Oh, so you've been everywhere.
Yep.
What do you like the best?
I like outside hitter. They get set the most. It's kind of the resort hitter. So if the setter's off the net or the ball's not where it should be, then it always goes to the outside hitter. So I like that.
Nice. Abby, what position are you?
I'm a catcher, but I've pretty much played everywhere.
What's your
across the
favorite
field.
catcher?
Catcher, yeah.
Yeah. So for the volleyball team, how many seniors are on your team this season?
Yeah, we have 5, and 3 of which are regular varsity starters.
Nice. What about you, Abby?
We have 5, and everyone's already a varsity starter.
Nice. That's always good. Are either of you on travel teams?
I did play on a travel team mostly my junior year, and this past year I played on it a little bit, but I wasn't a full-time athlete for the club. It's no touch. It's ran by the boys volleyball head coach from Derry Area High School, and we have some kids from Derry, from Armstrong, from West Shamokin, and some from Fox Chapel too.
So where's that ran out of?
It's ran out of Spencer's gym or Smith's gym, I'm sorry, in Elderton, West Shamokin area.
Oh, nice. So it's like pretty local.
Yeah, it's about 20, 25 minutes.
Nice. And do you think playing on the travel team has benefited you?
Yeah, I think you can definitely see out of the players on our high school team that have played travel and that haven't. And I think the chemistry with those that have is just a lot stronger.
I feel like it's definitely a different dynamic.
Definitely.
And Abby, are you playing on a travel team?
Yeah, I've played travel softball since probably like the last 8 years, last 8 summers. We usually play like 7 or 8 tournaments a summer.
That's really busy.
Yeah.
Are you like based out of somewhere?
Yeah, Raw Athletics in Newcastle.
That's pretty far.
Yeah.
So you both have lost a couple seniors in your teams this year. So how do you think rebuilding your teams with you guys going to be leaving and the underclassmen coming up, how do you guys think that's going to go?
Yeah, so last year we lost 2 middle hitters, so that's both player positions.
Big loss.
And it is, but we had some underclassmen that stepped up, and especially one sophomore that is starting varsity just about every time. And I think he's going to be really good over the next few years. And this year we're losing some people too, but our junior class is very strong, so I think they'll do a good job.
That's good. And Abby, what about your seniors?
Yeah, we lost 5 seniors last year who all started, but we've done a really good job of girls stepping up and taking charge of what they have to.
That's great. So, Abby, last year you guys came second in the WPIAL and you also went to states. So how do you think that's going to pan out the rest of the season, and how far do you think you're going to go?
We definitely have a target on our back. Every year since my freshman year, we went and done something, and there's always been a target on our back. And now this year, since we've lost so many seniors, I think that target has just grown larger because everybody thinks, oh, they lost so many people, like, that's the core of the team. But we have a lot of freshmen who have stepped up and taken charge.
So do you think this kind of like fuels your team to like want it more, and then you guys overall just like play harder?
Definitely, because everyone is doubting us, and I don't think they need to take, I don't think they should take us lightly.
That's fair. Nathan, you recently lost a teammate to an injury. So how do you think this will affect your games moving forward?
Yeah, we lost one of our starting players, but there's been 2 people that have filled that place, and it's been working well. And hopefully, person we lost will return tonight to play in our game against Penn Hills.
So he's expected to come back?
Yeah, he actually played in practice yesterday, and
That's
he
good.
said he was in a little bit of pain, but nothing unbearable.
Nice. So, Abby, you said you're going to college to play softball and you're going to St. Vincent. So how do you think you'll juggle just playing softball in school and maybe working if you plan on doing that?
Honestly, I haven't really figured that out yet. I'm just kind of winging it.
That's fair.
Figuring it out as I go.
I'm sure you'll be really busy.
Yeah.
And Nathan, you guys have played a lot more than the softball team so far. I feel like you guys just started earlier. So what are a lot of your opponents like this year?
Yeah, so we've seen a lot of them, not in games, but in that tournament that we played in last weekend. And some of them look pretty strong, but we're up there with the top teams in our section. So I think we're looking at a pretty good chance for this season.
That's great. And Abby, how do you think your opponents will be?
I think it'll be good. We're in a really tough section, but we've played them before, and we're going to stick to it.
That's good. And so for the both of you, do you guys prefer home games or away games best, and why?
I prefer home games because you have your student section, and it just helps the energy of the entire room go up a ton.
I feel like you just like your home and you know it.
Yep.
Abby?
I like away games. The bus ride there and the bus ride back is like some of the best times I've ever had in my life. Hanging out with all the girls.
Memories.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right. And do walk-up songs or like music before or during breaks, does that help you guys in your performance, do you feel, or is it kind of like irrelevant?
I think so. Sometimes in between sets, they'll play some songs. Like they have played YMCA in the past. And I think even with a lost set, it brings the energy back up and brings some positive energy back in.
Right. And I assume with softball, you guys have walk-up songs?
Yeah.
And do you think that just changes the dynamic of the game?
Definitely. It gives everybody a personality of their own. Like when you walk up to the plate, everyone has a different song, and it's just like you get the vibe of that player when they walk up.
That's so cool. And for the final question, what is your favorite part of spring?
The weather, I just despise winter. I hate being in the cold. So spring is just making me excited for summer to come back around.
What about you, Abby?
Yeah, the weather getting warm.
It's just telling for summer.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Nathan and Abby, for joining us today to get the Hawk's Eye view on spring sports. Until next time, I'm Isabella Aires of AHS-TV. Keep on soaring.
We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with more of AHS-TV's Best of the Nest.
Your future beckons, calling from a place where there's plenty of room to grow, where possibilities are abundant, where you'll be challenged every day to uncover the best version of you, where you can blossom. The place, IUP. Here, like the clusters of oaks in our renowned oak grove, we're united in helping you reach new heights. Ready to heed the call? Get in the grove at IUP.
And we're back with more of AHS-TV's Best of the Nest. Before we move on to our second segment, we're going to take a look at this year's AHS-TV entries into the annual Elks Drug Awareness Contest. Let's take a look.
Okay. I'll just walk me through it. I woke up and everything was fine, and then Tessa texted me asking to move our plans back.
I found out the reason she moves our plans back is for Keith, and then we got into an argument about it. From there, I know that Tessa and Keith were downtown, but every time they're together, they do drugs. Then Tessa texted me, and she said to come over in 30 minutes.
Tessa!
When I got there, I found Tessa unresponsive on the ground.
I just wish she would have thought about how this affects other people's lives. If I would have gotten there sooner, maybe I could have saved her or something. It's not your fault. We're gonna work through this.
Yeah, I'll be there in a sec.
Yo, what up? Oh, Brad's downstairs playing BR. Do you want to come chill?
I'm down.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Oh, hey. You wanna play some?
Definitely.
All right. Here you are.
Go, go, go.
Oh my god.
Weave. Gun below you.
Oh, I kind of suck. All right. So what's next?
I'll do it again.
All right.
Thank you. Let's go.
Hey, get me one of those.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, one of what? I thought I told you to quit.
I don't have anything.
It is right there.
Dude, chill out. He's just trying to have some fun.
What do you mean fun?
Dude, give me one.
I cannot believe the both of you.
Whatever. Just chill. He took it. It's over. Just play the game. Hey, you good?
Yeah, I'm great. I really need the bathroom.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
We're going to take another quick commercial break and we'll be right back with a look at the recent voter registration drive that took place here at AHS.
This is your time to engage, create, follow your passion, show your spirit, go all out, or just kick back. Here in the Oak Grove at the heart of IUP, endless opportunities await. Where do you fit in? Wherever you want. This is your time. This is your place. Get in the Grove at IUP.
And we're back with more of AHS-TV's Best of the Nest. I'm Larissa Frayne of AHS-TV, and for our final segment this week, we're taking a look at the recent voter registration drive helped by the AP government class here at AHS. Let's get into it.
Hello, I'm Harper Volk of AHS-TV, and in this segment of Best of the Nest, we will take a look at the voter registration drive and its impact on the student body. We will be talking with Mr. Randall Cloak to get a hawk's eye view. But first, let's take a closer look at what the student body had to say.
How do you feel about the results of the voter registration drive?
I think it went very well. I was pleased with the amount of people we got to register to vote, and I hope to see those numbers grow in the upcoming years that our school continues to do their voter registration drive.
All right, thanks. How do you feel about the results of the voter registration drive?
I think the voter registration drive was great. It was a great way for us to get involved and encourage civic engagement, and we got the majority of voters registered, so I think it'll be a great tradition at AHS.
Thank you. How do you feel that the voter registration drive went?
I think it went super well, and I'm really excited for us to be able to continue. Even though we won't be here, I think it's going to be a tradition for years to come, and that many students will look forward to in the future.
Thank you. How do you feel that the voter registration drive ended up going?
I think it was pretty successful. We had a lot of people reluctant at first to try and vote, but towards the end, I think people got more motivated. I think it'll probably be very good moving forward. It'll probably be a tradition implemented at the school. So I think it went successful. I think it'll be even more successful in the future.
Thank you.
For those of you just joining us, I'm Harper Volk of AHS-TV, and I'm now joined by Randall Cloak to talk about the voter registration drive. Now that the drive is over, does that mean that the voter period is over for students?
Prior to the upcoming election. For example, here with the primary election on April 23rd, the voter registration deadline was April 8th. So as soon as April 23rd happens, and we move on from there, so beginning on April 24th, anyone who will be 18 on or before November 5th, the date of the general election, they register to vote after April 23rd. So here at the school, we will obviously offer voter registration opportunities for students who will be 18 on or before November 5th here within the building.
How long was the planning phase of the drive?
The AP government students worked for probably 2 months getting ready for the drive in different parts. Obviously, as you know, Harper, as a member of the class, there are a number of items that had to go into it. There was notification to the newspaper, seeking support from local businesses and organizations to support the event financially, to provide T-shirts to all of the students, backdrops, and different items that cost and had to be printed elsewhere had to be done in advance. So I'd say at least 2 months on and off work was done by the class.
Are you satisfied with the results of the drive?
Oh, absolutely. Not only am I satisfied with the number of students, which was probably just over 70 students registered to vote, but I'm also very satisfied with the work done by the AP government students. It takes a lot of work to put on something of that magnitude and of that nature, to prepare yourselves to be able to answer the questions that the student body will pose to you as students, asking questions about the process. All in all, I'm very satisfied with the work done by the students in the class, as well as the number of students in the student body who registered to vote.
Did you imagine the drive would be more or less successful than it ended up being?
I don't necessarily know if I set any ideas in my mind before we started the drive as to where I wanted it to be. I measured success on the excitement and the interest level of the student body, as well as the students in the class, and based on the results, it's very successful.
How do you believe the students involved with the drive will benefit from the experience?
Well, number one, the students in the AP government class now understand the process and the rules related to registering to vote and getting people registered to vote. My hope is that the 7 students enrolled in the AP government class will continue their activism, continue their interest, and promoting the importance of voting to their fellow citizens. As far as the students who registered to vote, obviously my hope is that they become active participants in government, active participants in civil discourse, to make sure that their voice is heard, because all of our voices matter.
Do you feel that the students who are now registered to vote would still be registered if we didn't do the drive?
I would like to think they would, but I do recognize that it's not something that's on everyone's mind. Making it something that could be done here at school during lunches without any disruption to your life, or really no extra effort on the part of the students, I think the number of students registered is significantly higher than what it would be without the drive.
Do you believe students may be more excited about the prizes we gave away than the ability to vote?
I hope not. Although we all like a nice T-shirt, having the opportunity to exercise your voice is essential in a democracy. And my hope is that even the students that may have wanted the T-shirt more than the voter registration, my hope is that as time passes, they do recognize the importance of being a part of government.
What have you heard from people in the school about the drive?
Nothing but positive remarks from members of the staff, administration, other students. People really liked the work that you guys did, not only the act of running the drive itself, but all of the extra things that you folks put together. All were met with very positive reactions.
In the upcoming years, do you think you'll see as much success with the drive?
I hope we see more success. I think as time moves on, I would like to put this as one of those annual things that occur in the school, and students can look forward to the opportunity to register to vote here with the voter registration drive that is hosted by the AP government students.
What is your plan for the future voter drives in the school?
I would like to build on what we've started. I think you all did a very great job this first year. You've set the bar very high for future classes, and my hope is to build on that. But I'm at a loss right now to really tell you anything that could be done to improve it. You all did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cloak, for joining us today to get the hawk's eye view on the recent voter registration drive here at AHS. Until next time, I'm Harper Volk of AHS-TV. Keep on soaring.
Well, that's our show for this week. Best of the Nest is produced by TV production students at Armstrong High School. And as always, we'd like to thank WIUP-TV for airing this episode. Until next time, from our nest to yours, have a great week.